Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And we're back here in Phoenix, Arizona, in town for one more game. So we'll hit the steakhouse and the cigar bar after this, and then we'll get back out of town. I forget where we're going next. We are happy to be home, but we're
going to Hawaii, pal.
Oh, nice. Pack your bags. Can't wait to get out of town.
For two very important games. So we better be celebrating with those steaks and those cigars tonight.
Great. Well, yeah, so hope so. We're going to be playing these Philadelphia Freedom. Garuda's going to be playing Total War Medieval 2. Yeah, so I guess tell you real quick about the last game. Sound good?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hey, well, it was early.
I was there. I know all about it.
You remember the top of the first when Gutterson came up to bat and he hit this left field home run out in left field? You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, that was
awesome. Okay, Gutterson, that guy. Low scoring game. Nothing else happens till the bottom of the seventh when Sturdy Woodman comes up and he says, "Hey, I'm going to do that too." He hits a center field 2-run home run and puts our Beewolves ahead by one late game. All we got to do is hold on, Pete. All we got to do is hold that lead.
Yep.
And they started hitting Deshaun Levon and said, you know what, we're going to bring the closer. We're going to bring Macy York. In the bottom ninth with 2 outs, he goes up against Kaufman. We got 2 on. She pops this nice one out in the right field. And Hammer should have it, but he's late to the party. It lands in. And the Blowfish get 2 to the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and they win the game 3-2.
Yeah, it was. You could second guess that thing till the cows come home, and everybody's right and everybody's wrong. It played out the way it played out, and unfortunately for Longballo, it was it just kind of was just far enough away. And had he been able to make the catch, the runner on second base was to third. He had gone all in on trying to score the winning run. So if Longballo makes the catch, a quick throw to second base would have doubled him up. We would have been out of the inning with the victory. So it was just one of those liners, and that's what kills you. That's what kills you, because a little bit more this way or that, and it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, they actually played a good defensive game. We held them to very few scores. So
very good pitching by Deshaun Levon through the whole game. Like I say, it was just his hard luck that there were only 3 members of the team that were hitting.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they were all up in the 9th inning.
Yeah, Deshaun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Deshaun had a great game, and Blade Stevenson played a great game for the for the Blowfish too. He was hard to hit. He got like 6 Ks in the first few innings.
He was moving the ball around very well, using the whole strike zone. It made it hard to kind of get a beat on him.
Dropping us like flies. Well, today we're going to be playing against the Philadelphia Freedom. It's the one time we play this team extra conference game. So there's only, since we played them last year, there's only been 2 changes. Sienna Donkey, right fielder, 32-year-old, $6.3 million a year, B-ranked, tough out. Mostly for her crazy arm and her speed. She's got a good contact hitter as well. She played for the Freedom her first 2 seasons, then took a little stint out of the West Coast with the Outlaws, came back, got re-signed, and this year she's only hitting 185. It looks like, she's struggling a bit. But then you go down to Emilio Idoia. Emilio has been on the Buzzards his whole career, comes here this year, and now he's at 257. That's all right. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Look at the playoffs. He's got no playoff stats. So, Emilio, the second baseman, infield outfielder, 35 years old, known mostly for his speed, good arm, fair hitter, $4.8 million a year. So those are the changes to this team. We told you about the last game, the changes to this team, and now we just got to tell you about the 15 other games, the scores that come in before we talk to you about this game. Things started off, Pete, with the Herbivores down in Fort Lauderdale at the Water Bullets. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. The Water Bullets jumped out to an early lead. They widened it, and they're going to wind up taking it home 8-1.
The Heaters were in St. Louis at the Sirloins, all Midwest, all Sirloin, 6-3.
The Moose taking on the Arctics. Moose jump out to an early lead. The Arctics try to make it a game, but it's too little too late. The Moose win 12-5.
The Buzzards were in Hawaii at the Burners, and the Burners took them 9-4.
Front runners taking on the Freebooters, and it's a close game. Back and forth, front runners are going to win 4-3.
Philae Jones home run. Warblers at the Nemesis 3-1.
Wild Pigs taking on these Freedom, and the Freedom are going to win it 3-2 in the end.
Rodriguez 2-run home run. Herbisaurs at the Gold Coats, and it was close. Real close. The Gold Coats took them 9-8.
Sawteeth taking on the Moonstars. Moonstars jump out to an early lead. The Sawteeth make it a game, but the Moonstars are going to hold on and win 6-5.
Grapplers at the Platypi. It's Platypi 4-3.
Water Bullets taking on the Heaters. Heaters jump out and hold on to win 6-0.
Moonstars, the Houston Jacks. All Moonstars to start. Jacks fight back. Moonstars win 7-4.
Nemesis taking on the Wide Loads. Nemesis out to an early lead, but the Wide Loads come back, but the Nemesis are going to hold on and win 6-5.
Jackie Slam home run. Outlaws and Blowfish. Outlaws 8-zip.
Sandcats taking on the Wild Pigs, and it's a back and forth battle. Wild Pigs 5-4 in the end. And when you look at the conference, it's the Pioneer Conference. The Pathfinder Division, they've got the Blowfish sitting at the top with a record of 15-6. They have a 3.5 game lead over both the Crocodons and these Freedom, who are sitting in second place with records of 11-9.
The San Diego Platypi are out in front in the Uncharted Division. They are 14-7. They got a 1 game lead ahead of the Oakland Outlaws, who are 13-8. I don't know how the Outlaws beat the Blowfish like 8-0 after we squeaked out of there. Anyway.
Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers with a record of 14-7 have a 4.5 game lead over the second place Arctics, who have a record of 9 wins and 11 losses.
In our conference, the Sport Conference Seafarer Division, it is the Houston Jacks out in front, 14-7 as well. They've got a 1.5 game lead against the California Gold Coats, who are 12-8.
In our very own trade division, the Nemesis sit atop the trade with a record of 16-5. They have a plus 32 run differential. The Beewolves in second place with a record of 14-6 are a game and a half out of first place with a plus 38 run differential. The Sirloins in third place playing 500 ball at 10-10. The Water Bullets at 8-13 are occupying the fourth slot, and Herbisaurs at 7-14, a full 9 games out of first place, are in last place and fifth place in the trade division.
There's always next year. The Curiosity Division, hey, we're from Chicago, we know that. Curiosity Division, San Jose Sawteeth are out in front at a 13-8 record. They got a 1 game lead against the San Diego Moonstars, who are 12-9.
Yep.
That's going to bring you to today, regular season game number 21 of 24. We're almost there, folks, almost at the halfway mark. It's going to be the 11-9 Freedom, good winning record against our 14-6 Beewolves. So another solid team with game with 2 hot teams. They're known mostly for the bullpen, but they got great rotation and speed as well. So it's going to be hard to overcome them. They're putting their top pitcher on the mound. She's been there since day one, since they opened the building. Brooklyn Precious, the left-hander, she's known for crazy velocity. She's got good junk and fair accuracy. She's got a 1-2 record on the season. She'd like to even out at 2 apiece. She's got a 3.9 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. She's excited to play the Beewolves with the way they've dropped 3 straight.
Yeah, and they really need this win. So did the Freedom, though, so they're not going to be a pushover. Backing up Brooklyn Precious will be Rodriguez at third base. She's locked in right now. She's got very good power. Poor contact, but better than average speed on the base pass. She's hitting 233 with 2 home runs. Marsh catching, who's not 100% physically fit, and he's got less than average speed, but he's a good fielding catcher with a pretty strong arm. He's in 259 with 2 home runs. And then Kelby, I think it's Kelby King out in right field. She's got good power, but she struggles to make contact, less than average contact on at home plate, and a little bit better than average speed on the base pass. She's hitting 221 with 3 home runs.
We're going to put our ace on the mound, Hurley Bender, the right-hander, known mostly for his crazy junk, as the name says. He's also very accurate, and he's got good velocity. He's got a 1-0 winning record on the season. He'd like to make that a little bigger. He's got a 4.75 ERA he'd like to whittle down, and a 1.22 WHIP.
Yep, and backing him up is the locked-in Sturdy Woodman, the first baseman, who's been playing lights out so far this season. He's got better than average power. He's got good ability to connect at home plate. He's got less than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting 452, though, with 5 home runs. Hammerlong Ballo, the right fielder, with good power, better than average ability to connect, but less than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting 347 with 6 home runs. And then Fiona Clark, the catcher, who's not 100% physically fit. She's got less than average speed, but she's a good fielding catcher with a very strong arm. and she's hitting 316 with 1 home run.
Yeah, Sturdy Woodman also 20 RBIs, second best in the league, right behind Ken Gutterson. Well, we're going to get the lineup for the assistant coach. It's going to look like this. They got Hanley Dexter's at center field. Taking over, batting first, taking over Magic Moore, who is tense. But Hanley is also tense. So both Hanley and Magic are tense. Do we start like Eduardo Keller? Or Oak Foster?
I don't know. I think we need this game. We
Okay.
really kind of need this game. So
I will leave him in there. So he bats first, right behind him, first baseman, locked in, Sturdy Woodman. He could turn things around. Batting third and catching today is going to be Steve Monstour. Batting cleanup in right field, Hamelong Ballo, and at third base, the locked in Bertha Banks will bat fifth. Batting sixth, Freddie Knox at second base. Now, it's got batting seventh. It's got Buster Biggs in left field, tense. But we could put Eduardo Keller in. He's not tense, and that's his position.
okay, I'd be all right with that.
All right. Eduardo Keller's gonna get the start today. The rookie at home under the bright lights of of the Red Rock Park, and then right behind him, Ham Slamis gonna be playing shortstop because Hanley's out in center field, and Hurley Bender is gonna bat ninth and pitch. He throws the forefinger, the two finger, the cup finger, the curveball, and the slider. I had to take a breath. So many pitches. Beautiful
Yes,
night
he
game.
does.
I love
All right,
night games
nice
here.
time. Yeah, me too. Me too. Let's have one. Let's have a night
Let's
game.
do that. You know what? I'm with you. Let's get this thing. We're gonna go now.
The Freedoms lineup's going to look like this. Duran's going to lead off playing left field. Buttes in second base. King right field. Rodriguez at third base. McClary at first base. Marsh catching. Lopez at shortstop. Fruitwell in center field. And Precious pitching. So as the Beewolves take the field, Becky Duran, Aaliyah Butts, Buttes, and Kelby King are going to get ready to face off against Hurley Bender and his 4.75 ERA. Bring us home a winner. I love the sun going down behind the glyphs out there. Becky Duran hitting 250, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Duran neutral and fifth, playing left field for the Freedom. The first pitch, and we're underway. That's in there for a called strike. Strike one. One strike, no balls. Oh, that's missed by Steve Monstour, the amazing catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike, whose arm, I think, literally fell off at the end of the last game. That's in there for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Becky Duran, the leadoff hitter for the Freedom. That's way outside, ball 2. That'll even the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hurley Bender delivers. High, ball 3. Full count now to Becky Duran. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. Top of the first, there's a roller. That's going to go into center field for a clean single. And Becky Duran leads off with a single. So 1 on with no outs. And in steps Aaliyah Buttes. Number 46. She's neutral and well power. She's got power versus right-handed pitching. She's hitting 175 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A lot of speed at first base. That one's lifted into, that's going to drop over the head of somebody, and they're going to just let the ball roll past. Okay. So a double. There you go. It was actually a single, but there was the ball was thrown in, and the pitch, never mind. You saw it. 2 on with no outs, and in steps Kelby King. She's an RBI dud. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Kelby King, the right fielder, hitting 221 with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. That's in there for a called second strike. And very quickly, Kelby King falls behind in the count. Well, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and miss, strike 3. Down goes Kelby King. So 1 out now with runners at second and third. And in steps Sky Rodriguez, the third baseman. She's locked in and fit. She's hitting 233 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs.
Is she?
That one's fouled off. Straight back, strike 1. Sky Rodriguez has power versus left-handed pitching. That's a shot. That's going to get into center field, and that's going to score 2 runs.
Of course.
And now it's 2-0
with 1 out.
Freedom in the top of the first with only 1 out. Mercurio McCleary. A lot of speed at first base. No out. 1 out. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Bender throwing his 15th pitch. Throw to first. And the runner's back. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's fouled straight back. McCleary now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Bender delivers. That's driven. That's going to get into.
Can't get the ball past anybody.
Into right field for a clean single. So now there's runners at first and second with 1 out. And in comes Hayden Marsh, the catcher. He's neutral and well, hitting .259, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Still only 1 out in the top of the first.
He's going to throw 20 pitches.
That's over the outside corner for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hayden Marsh catching. There's a roller, and Bender will pick it up, make the throw to first for the second out. But it'll move the runners from first and second to second and third. Stanley Lopez, the shortstop, neutral and hitting .288 with a home run, 8 RBIs. 2 outs now. First pitch to Lopez is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Stanley Lopez, the Freedom shortstop, takes that pitch for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. That one's outside, ball 2. 2-1 now. Bender delivers his 22nd pitch, and that's foul straight back. That'll even the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Freedom 2, Beewolves nothing. That one's fouled off into the dugout along the first baseline. He'll get another pitch, 2-2. There's a shot, and that's going to get into center field, and that's going to score 2 more runs.
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
And now the Freedom are up 4-0 in the first inning, and Gordon Fruitwell, the center fielder, comes in. He's neutral and fit. He's hitting .242 with a home run, 4 RBIs. Runner at first base with 2 outs. That one's lifted to Freddie Knox. He's going to pick that up, make the throw to first, and we're out of the top of the first. But the Freedom pick up 4 runs on 5 hits in the first inning, and Hanley Dexterra, Sturdy Woodman, Steve Monster going to face off against Brooklyn Precious, who's bringing a 3.5 ERA to the bump. And they got some work to do, Tommy.
What happened to the champs?
Don't know. Hanley Dexterra is tense. Oh.
He is. Hitting .333 on the season, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. First pitch by Precious is a ball. Hanley's a little tense. So is the rest of the team. It's a hard liner on the ground, straight to Lopez, his shortstop. 1 pump throw to first base, 1 up, 1 down.
Sturdy Woodman, the first baseman, is locked in and fit, hitting .452 with 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. Nobody on with 1 out. Precious delivers, and it's a roller back to Precious. She's going to pick it up, make the throw to second. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Steve Monster, the catcher.
Boy, this is a horrible start for the Beewolves. Steve Monster, the catcher, .354 on the season, 7 home runs, taking his first strike, 11 RBIs. Second pitch, almost the same spot. He doesn't chase, 1 apiece now, top of the first. That one also misses outside. She's hoping he goes outside. She'd come inside now.
No.
Oh, swinging a miss, strike 2, 2-2-2. She makes an adjustment. 8th pitch, she could close it in 8th. Hard liner on the ground, straight to Lopez at first. 3 down with 8 pitches.
Yes, sir. We're going to head into the top of the second. Brooklyn Precious getting her first at bat. Then we're back to the top of the lineup. Becky Duran, 1 for 1. Aaliyah Buttes, 1 for 1 with a double. Hurley Bender, 25 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 5 hits. His ERA's jumped up to a 5.74. Brooklyn Precious, the starting pitcher, neutral and fit.
25 pitches in the first inning. In the first inning for Hurley Bender, who's now tense. Brooklyn Precious, not a good hitter. Hurley misses on that one, outside 1-0 count. Spits something out. Beewolves can come from behind. They've done it before. So a veteran team, they're not going to let this get to them too much right now. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Even now 1 apiece. 8th pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. He'd like to get another K under his belt. Get some of that confidence back. Oh, that one just misses outside. We're going to 2 apiece. Now he's getting a 30th pitch here. They have to go 5 pitches to Brooklyn Precious, the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, at least he puts away Brooklyn. She bumps the bat on her knee, and that's going to bring in Becky Duran. 1 for 1 with a single early in the game. A lot of speed. Good contact, fair power. Hurley's at 30 pitches. There's 31. Check swing, strike 1. 0-1 count. Better start to the second inning than the first, I'll tell you that right now. Pop up on the infield. Ham Slam is going to run up and grab it. 2 up, 2 down. And the Beewolves threatening to get out of this without a run. Aaliyah Buttes 1 for 1 with a double on the night. Only 188 on the season. Good power hitter, though. Good power against right-handers. So still got to be careful to her. Checks on that one. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. A little bit low. Top of the second, 4-0 Freedom.
Oh,
Ball
come on.
high.
Oh.
Now you got to split the difference there. 2-0. 35th pitch. Right in there.
Oh.
Hard. That's a home run. Yep. Wow. Holy cow. That's number 5. That is, I don't even know who hit that one. Wow, that thing went 449 feet. It's Butte's 3rd home run and 9th RBI of the season. And the Freedom are running away with this thing in the 2nd inning. Kelby King, 0 for 1, 218. And she is a power hitter as well. And Hurley Bender throws number 36 to her, check swing, strike 1. We almost got out of that inning, you know. Almost got out without nothing. 0-1, foul back off the wall. 0-2, Hurley can drop her. Oh, she reaches inside and gets that one back. Still 0-2. Foul ball again. He's going to throw his 40th pitch here in the 2nd inning. Strike 3. 20 pitches an inning on average.
Yuck. So we're heading into the bottom of the 2nd. Freedom 5. Beewolves nothing. Hammer long ball low. Bertha Banks and Freddie Knox going to get first look at Brooklyn Precious, who threw 8 pitches in the 1st inning. Her ERA is at a 3.77 or 3.17. Hammer long ball low hit 347 with 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's neutral and fit. First pitch to Hammer. In there for a called strike. Strike 1. Outside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hammer long ball low, the Beewolf right fielder. That's outside ball 2. 2-1.
Oh,
that's
really?
in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. That's off the plate. Now it's a full count to Hammer long ball low, 3-2. Rips that one foul into the stands along the first base side. That one's popped up into right field. The right fielder's there calling everybody off. Kelby King makes the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Bertha Banks.
The Banks locked in. 393 of the season. 5 home runs, 12 RBIs. Fans cheered her on. Look at the Beewolves on there. One next. She was outside. 1-0 the count. She likes to throw outside this Brooklyn Princess. Goes inside. Misses. 2-0. 18th pitch. They got the pitch count up a little bit. 3-0. All right. Let her throw, man. Maybe she'll work herself out. Oh, she gets a strike. 97 miles an hour outside corner. 3-1 now. Hitter's pitch. She comes in 2 straight strikes now. Full count. 3-2. Making her throw. Hard smash first base line. Making her think twice about it. 22nd pitch. Ball 4. Great patience, Bertha. Way to get the pitch count up and then get on the base anywho.
Yes, sir. So 1 on with a 1 out, and in steps Freddie Knox. He's neutral and fit, hitting 288 with a home run, 7 RBIs. Bertha Banks has about average speed on the base paths, not enough to challenge this catcher. First pitch to Freddie Knox is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a shot that's going to roll into center field for a clean single. And the Beewolves got something going here. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And in steps Eduardo Keller.
All right, Keller. Do something here. The Beewolves, it'd be great if they could turn things around. You got runners at first and second with 1 out. And that's an easy pop fly into center field. Everyone's going to have to come back. The infield fly rule. Butts catches it. 2 down.
Ham Slamus, the shortstops, neutral and fit, hitting 417 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Very reminiscent of the last game. The Beewolves will start getting something going, and they just could not get anybody across the plate. That one's high inside ball. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Ham Slamus. There's a shot that's going to get into the corner left field.
Yeah.
And Bertha Banks is going to come around and score. And here comes Freddie Knox into third base, and Ham Slamus will pull in the second with a double. So runners at second and third with 2 outs, and in steps Hurley Bender.
All right, Ham. Way to go, Hammy. You know, I was thinking back to Eduardo Keller. I don't think he's ever not swung at a first pitch. First pitch in for a strike. Now, Hurley not going to contact here, but he's got enough power to take one out if it's right down the middle. There's a ball. We're even out 1 apiece. Late swing on the ground. Precious dives, misses. Rodriguez picks it up, throws it to first, and gets the out.
So we're going into the top of the third. Freedom, 5 runs on 6 hits. The Beewolves, 1 run on 2 hits. Sky Rodriguez, 1 for 1. Mercurial McClary, 1 for 1. And Hayden Marsh, 0 for 1. Bender at 40 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 6 hits. Sky Rodriguez, the third baseman, is locked in and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a single and 2 RBIs so far today. Rodriguez with power versus left-handed pitching.
Jeez.
There's a single up the middle into center field.
It to go right past him. He couldn't just reach out and grab that.
First pitch, one hit. Mercurio McClary, the first baseman, steps in. He's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a single, so 1 on with nobody out. A lot of speed at first base.
Of course there is.
There's a shot. And Ham Slamus is not going to be able to get there.
Man.
2 pitches, 2 hits. Bases now.
Crap.
First and second with no outs, and in steps Hayden Marsh, the catcher. He's neutral. Well, he's 0 for 1 today. 2 on, no outs.
Just.
That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Bender tense.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Nice, strike 2. Marsh now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Hayden Marsh. So 1 out now with runners at first and second. And in steps shortstop Stanley Lopez. He's 1 for 1 with a single and 2 RBIs. Bender steps off the rubber and the runners are back. There's a shot to Slamis. He's going to second, over to first. And they get the double play just barely. Stanley can hustle down that line. So Beewolves get out of an inning without giving up a run. They're heading into the bottom of the third. It's Freedom 5, Beewolves 1. Hanley Dexteris 0 for 1. Sturdy Woodman 0 for 1. And Steve Munster 0 for 1. Precious at 31 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits. Dexteris is tense but fit. He's a tough out utility player, but he's 0 for 1 today.
No.
That one's popped up into right field. The right fielder is calling everybody off, and Kelby King will make the catch for the first out. 1 out. And in steps Sturdy Woodman.
I thought it looked like it was going to be a home run pitch, and then it kept fading upward. Yeah. Sturdy could do it. Inside corner ball 1, good patience. 1-0 the count. 34th pitch. Also 101 miles an hour. Way to hang in there, Sturdy. There's one on the ground, past the mound on the ground, into center field. That's going to be a clean single for the man who can always hit, Sturdy Woodman.
Yes, sir. So 1 on, 1 out. In steps Steve Monstour, the catcher. He's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. 0 for 1. Sturdy Woodman does not have a lot of speed at first base. First pitch to Monstour is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a called second strike. Monstour now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's in there for called third strike. Down goes Monstour.
You should see where these things are landing.
Hammer long ball, neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. 1 on with 2 outs.
Fans cheered him on. He can get a 3-run home run and really make this interesting. This is for the first ball, 1 of the count. 40th pitch under her belt. Oh, instead he just kind of loops it. The left field caught by Duran for the third. Oh, man.
3 outs. We're heading into the top of the 4th. Freedom 4, Beewolves 1. Gordon Fruitwell 0 for 1. Brooklyn Precious 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Becky Duran 1 for 2. Hurley Bender at 46 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 8 hits. His ERA is at a 5.67. Gordon Fruitwell.
Gordon Fruitwell 0 for 1. The center fielder for the Freedom. About the only guy on the team who hasn't hit yet. Anticipated that split finger outside, but it misses. 1-0 the count. Hurley Bender closing in on 50. And he's having a hard time down in that strike zone. 2-0. Gordon Fruitwell. There he finally gets a foul ball, third base line. 2-1. 50th pitch coming up right here in the 4th inning. Foul ball, same spot, third base line. 2-2. Can he drop him? He pops it up in the left field. Eduardo Keller's running over, waving it off. Making the grab for the first out. The rookie. And now it's going to bring in the pitcher, Brooklyn Precious. 0 for 1 on the day. Not much of a threat. You never know, though. The infield's going to go guard the lines, just in case. He gets a late push on the right side. That one misses outside. 1-0 the count to Brooklyn Precious. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now we even up 1 apiece. Brooklyn Precious, for not being a good hitter, she looks like a good hitter. Breaking pitch misses up high, 2-1. 55th pitch by Bender. Right in there, swing and a strike 2. Chewy chew. Can he make it the second out? Can he do it, Pete? He does. Swing and a miss, strike 3. His second strikeout for the Philadelphia pitcher. who doesn't normally hit, but since they're in our building, so you can't really blame her. Becky Duran 1 for 2 with a single. The fast left fielder, the Philadelphia Freedom, who are ahead right now 5-1 in the top of the fourth. Hurley Bender looking to get out of this thing. Slider makes it back in for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs, 1 strike. No balls. There's one on the ground to a diving Freddie Knox to his left, whips it to his right, or the other way around. They get the 3rd out.
All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the fourth. It's still 5-1 Freedom. Bertha Banks walked her first time up. Freddie Knox 1 for 1. Eduardo Keller 0 for 1. Brooklyn Precious at 41 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and giving up 3 hits. Her ERA is at a 3.82. Bertha Banks locked in and fit. She walked her first time up.
Inside.
First pitch to Banks is inside, ball 1. Banks is locked in right now. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Bertha Banks. Outside. 3 straight balls from Brooklyn Precious to Bertha Banks. That crosses the plate for a called strike. 3-1. That one's high, ball 4, and Bertha Banks will walk for the 2nd time today. In steps Freddie Knox. He's 1 for 1 with a single.
Gets the runner on. Freddie Knox hitting well so far. You got Banks at first with no outs. Beewolves threatening. Breaking pitch makes it back in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Freddie Knox. Late swing, foul off the wall. 0-2. He's in a hole. He's in a deep hole. Late swing into center field. Freddie goes 2 for 2. Hey, ready to go, Freddie.
Yes, sir. So 2 on with no outs, and in steps Eduardo Keller. Keller 0 for 1, hitting a paltry 188 this season in his rookie season.
I think we just told him to just not swing at this first pitch.
That's probably good advice.
There you go.
That's in there for
He's
called
never been
strike,
here before.
Now it's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Eduardo Keller.
Oh, it's a
That's
triple
on
play.
the ground to the 3rd baseman. That's over to... Up.
Double play. Now they're gonna get 3. It is the triple. Oh, have you ever seen a triple like that?
Triple play.
Oh.
Going into the 5th, it's 5-1 Freedom. Aaliyah Buttes 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Kelby King 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Sky Rodriguez 2 for 2. Bender.
I've never seen a triple play before.
Aaliyah Buttes locked in fit. Power versus right-handed pitching. I don't know. She did some stuff. 2 for 2 with a home run, I think. 200. She's hitting 200. That one's fouled off along the first base line. Strike 1. Bender throwing his 60th pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Aaliyah Buttes now in the hole. 0-2. That one's fouled.
Get that?
Back. Buttes will get another pitch. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. It's rolled foul along the 3rd baseline. She'll get another pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and down goes Aaliyah Buttes for the first time today. 1 out, nobody on. In steps Kelby King, the right fielder. She's locked in and fit, but she's 0 for 2 today. Been a big part of the defense so far for the Freedom. There's a shot, but that's going to be foul along the 3rd baseline. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th. Freedom 5, Beewolves 1. That one's inside. That'll even the count. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kelby King now behind in the count. 1-2. That one's fouled straight back. King will get another pitch. Bender throwing his 68th pitch to Kelby King in the top of the 5th. Swing and miss, strike 3. Down goes Kelby King. 2 Ks this inning. So in comes Sky Rodriguez. She's on fire and fit. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs today. She does not have an opportunity for an out, unless she hits a home run, obviously. But there's 2 outs and nobody on base in the top of the 5th. That one was outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Sky Rodriguez, the Freedom 3rd baseman, takes that one for a ball, ball 2. 2-1 now. Hurley Bender up over 70 pitches. And the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Sky Rodriguez. A hitter's pitch coming up here. And she takes it for ball 4, and Sky Rodriguez will take a walk to first base. So with 2 outs and 1 on, Mercurio McClary comes in. He's locked in and fit. I'm not sure what he did. I missed it. I was mispronouncing his name. There's a shot that we get into left field. and Eduardo Keller will get it in. So runners now at first and second with 2 outs. And in steps Hayden Marsh, the catcher. He's locked in and well. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. So Bender may have his number. Bender at 74 pitches. Throws that first one across the plate for a called strike. Strike one. Bender now neutral and fit. Worked his way back to neutral. And that's going to be, and that's going to get past.
Another run.
And Longballo is going to make the throw into home and not in time. It's going to be 6-1 now, Freedom. And Stanley Lopez, the shortstop, steps in. He's locked in and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a single and 2 RBIs. 2 on, 2 out. Bender tense again, throwing his 77th pitch for a called strike. Strike one. There's a
right
roller
into the
and
gaps.
Banks is going to get it, but he's too fast, so it's not going to be in time. The throw will not be in time. Bases loaded now, 2 outs. Gordon Fruitwell, the center fielder, locked in and fit. He's 0 for 2 today. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bender tense, throwing his 79th pitch. That's foul straight back, strike one. Gordon Fruitwell, the center fielder, the Freedom center fielder, takes that one outside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fruitwell hitting .229 with a home run.
Look at that.
That's going to get into.
All these placed just perfectly.
Yes, and it was out of the reach of the diving Sturdy Woodman, rolled into right field. Hammer Longballo threw it in, but another run scores, making it 7-1. And 2 outs. It's the top of the 5th. First pitch to Brooklyn Precious is in there for a called strike. Strike one. Bases still loaded. That one's ripped foul along the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brooklyn Precious takes that one. Ball one. Bender at 84 pitches, make it 85 right here. She fouls that one straight back. She'll get another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ooh, she takes that pitch for a called third strike, and the ump rings her up, but good. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th. It is Freedom 7, Beewolves 1. Ham Slamus 1 for 1 with a double. Hurley Bender 0 for 1, and Hanley Dexter is 0 for 2. Precious at 52 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and some hits. Ham Slamus neutral and fit 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI.
He hits a liner to right field, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Hurley Bender, tense but fit, 0 for 1 today, hitting .214 on the season. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. That one's popped up, straight back, out of play. Strike one. That one's high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a roller to the shortstop, Lopez. He'll pick it up, double pump, make the throw to first, and get Hurley Bender for the second out. 2 up, 2 down, and Hanley Dexter steps in. He's 10th.
They all are. Fans cheered him on, though. Turned things around. First one's in there for a strike, going on the count. Second one's in there for a strike. Oh, no, fouled back off the wall. 0-2. He's a tough out. 60th pitch. Just misses high. Ball one. 1-2 the count. Hurley Bender. That's into the wheelhouse, and that's a line drive home. No. Caught by Duran in left field.
Yes, sir. So we're going into the top of the 6th. Freedom, 7 runs on 12 hits. Beewolves, 1 run on 4 hits. Becky Duran, 1 for 3. Aaliyah Buttes, 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, and a strikeout. Kelby King, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Becky Duran, locked in and fit.
1 for 3 to single.
Why is it I feel like I see her every freaking time I pitch?
It's because they're going through this lineup it's like a carousel. Throw to Slamus, the shortstop, 1 pump throw for. There's a good pace. 1 pitch, 1 out. Aaliyah Buttes now, she's locked in. 2 for 3, the home run, a double, and an RBI. Power against these right-handers. Cranked one early. That one misses inside. Ball 1-1 on the count. Aaliyah Buttes, the second basewoman for the Philadelphia Freedom. Swing and a miss, strike 1 at that outside slider. 1-1 to go, 1 out. Hard liner. Oh, of course, tough dive. Hamlin cannot pick it up, but he will stop it and then go throw it to Freddie Knox, giving Buttes the single. That's Kelby King's turn. 0 for 3. So, Bender's got her number. Don't have a real fast, but they got an average speed runner at first base. Bender losing velocity and accuracy now. He's in it for a strike. He still got his junk, though. His 92nd pitch coming up. Hoping to get out of this inning would be nice. Anticipated that in the right field. Hammerlong ball is going to throw it back. Go back to first base. She comes back though. We got 2 outs. We got 1 more left feet. Let's round this up. But it's Sky Rodriguez, 2 for 2, 2 singles, a walk, 2 RBIs. Sky Rodriguez, 35th or third basewoman. She's on fire. That one misses inside, 1-0 count. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Even up 1 piece. Hurley Bender's losing a lot of stuff. He's got a 95th pitch coming up here. That one misses inside. Ball 2, 2-1 to Sky Rodriguez. Oh, there's a little foul ball third base line. And it is a souvenir 2-2-2. Swing and a strike 3. He ends it with a K. Way to go, Hurley.
Yes, sir. So we're going to head into the bottom of the 6th. It's still Freedom 7, Beewolves 1, Sturdy Woodman 1 for 2, Steve Monster 0 for 2 with a strikeout, Hammerlong Ballo 0 for 2, Brooklyn Precious 61 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and giving up 4 hits. Her ERA is down to 3.58. Sturdy Woodman locked in and fitted 1 for 2 with a single. Come on, guys. We got to get some offense going here. 7-1 in the bottom of the 6th. We're running out of time. First pitch to Woodman's outside, ball 1. That's over the plate for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Woodman. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That one's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to Sturdy Woodman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Sturdy Woodman. He's Steve Monster, the catcher's neutral and fit. 0 for 2 today.
But she's bringing the heat still. Late game. 67th pitch. Ball 1. 94 miles an hour. 1-0 count to Steve Monster. Ball 2. 2-0. He's just not going to swing. She's on fire now, Brooklyn Prices. Ball 3, but she won't throw to Steve Monster. 70th pitch right in there. Strike 1. The next
that was a home run.
Yeah, and the inside strike 2. Almost 100 miles an hour. Full count. And he walks. Way to hang in there, Stevie Monster.
That was a home run right there. That first strike. Hammerlong Ballo neutral and fit 0 for 2. It literally lit up the middle of that. I've just let it go. I'm trying to get her to pitch herself out.
Yeah.
First pitch to Long Ballo is fouled off, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Steve Monster does not have a lot of speed at first base.
Oh, come on.
Strike 3. Down goes Hammerlong
all 3
Ballo.
right down the middle.
2 outs. Runner at first base. In steps Bertha Banks.
I didn't want to swing. It's like I don't want to swing at everything, but she's right in there with the strikes. Fans cheered her on. They want a 2-run home run. There it is. Oh, it's a liner straight to Buttes.
Jeez,
not even a punt throw. 3 down. Or no, not 3 down.
Yep, we're going into the top of the 7th. Still 7-1. Freedom. Mercurio McClary 3 for 3. Hayden Marsh 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Stanley Lopez 2 for 3. Bender at 97 pitches with 9 strikeouts, giving up a walk and 13 hits. Mercurio McClary is on fire and fit 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Jeez.
Bender struggling right now in the top of the 7th. It looks like he's going to end his day. This is a bad outing. It's his 2nd in 3 games. He had a bad outing. He looked unstoppable in the 2nd, and now he's back to looking poor. And in comes Case Barajas, the hot and cold Case Barajas. He's a B- relief pitcher. He's got a 3.68 ERA, a 1.36 whip, 18 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got good velocity, but poor junk and less than average accuracy. He's almost fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. So Case Barajas taking over duties in the top of the 7th for Hurley Bender. First pitch to Mercurio McClary is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's fouled straight back. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. McClary, the first baseman for the Freedom. He rips that one foul, and now he finds himself behind in the count, 1-2. There's a shot, but that's going to be foul on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a foul on the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, they're making the pitchers just throw pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Mercurio McClary for the first time today. 1 out, in steps Hayden Marsh, the catcher. He's locked in and well, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. He struck out, I think, his other 2 times. But hey, he looks at the bright side.
Yeah.
First pitch is in there for a called strike, strike 1. The only guy I know can strike out twice and get 1 hit and be locked in.
Yeah.
that one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a smash. That's going into.
He can get it. Jump. Oh.
and it's a deep fly ball to center field, to right center, and Hammerlong Paulo dove to try and get it, but he was just out of reach. And
good effort.
Yeah. So a double for the catcher, who's now locked in. One out with a runner at second. That one's ripped foul. But man, what a ride that one had.
Yeah, I know, he should have.
Barajas at 10 pitches already, so swing and a miss, strike two. Stanley Lopez, the shortstop, is in the batter's box. He's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. That one's pounded into center field, and I misread it.
Oh, boy.
I misread it. And it's a triple. Wow. So another run scores. It's 8-1. Wow. Gordon Fruitwell, the center fielder, stepping in. Jeez.
I want my wah button.
Yeah. 12 pitches, and now Barajas getting raked over the coals.
As he does.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's in there for a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's fouled straight back. Runner at third base with 1 out. Gordon Fruitwell, the center fielder, is in the batter's box. He fouls that one off.
He can't miss.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Gordon Fruitwell. So now we got 2 outs, and in steps Brooklyn Precious. She's on fire and fit. 0 for 3 today. I think she's on fire for her pitching, not for her hitting. She's 0 for 3 today. There is a runner at third. Yeah, there's a runner at third base. Strike 1 to Brooklyn Precious. That one's fouled straight back, and now Precious is in the hole, 0-2. Barajas throwing his 20th pitch for a called third strike, and she's gone. So 3 Ks in the top of the 7th, although he did give up a run. So we're heading into the bottom of the 7th. Freddie Knox 2 for 2, Eduardo Keller 0 for 2, and Ham Slamus 1 for 2 with a double. Precious at 76 pitches with 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and giving up 4 hits. Her ERA just dropped to 3.48. Freddie Knox neutral and fit, 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Hitting .309 on the season with a home run, 7 RBIs. There's a shot, a roller to Lopez at short. He's going to pick it up, make the throw to McClary at first to retire Freddie Knox. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Eduardo Keller.
That was right down the pipe. He had to go for it. Keller fans cheering him on. They like the rookie. First pitch misses low for ball. 99 miles an hour, I think. Late swing back to mound. Precious. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Wow, you suck, Keller. Ham Slamus neutral and fit, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. 8-1, the bottom of the 7th, and the Beewolves just look terrible. That one's outside ball 1. That's over the corner of the plate for a called strike, 1-1. That one's popped up straight back out of play, 1-2.
Oh.
That's called third strike. Down goes Ham Slamus. We're going to the top of the 8th. It's Freedom 8, Beewolves 1, Becky Duran 1 for 4, Aaliyah Buttes 3 for 4, a home run, a double, and a strikeout. Kelby King 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Barajas at 20 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits.
Becky Duran 1 for 4 with a single. Beewolves got 2 runs in that last game. They got 1 in this one. 3 runs in 2 games. Just awful offense. And the defense giving up so much today. That one fouled off 0-1 the count. Those Garuda guys playing every game in his library. 22nd pitch, check swing up high. This is 1 apiece now to Becky Duran. Duran ran. She's locked in. She's basically guaranteed a base right here. 1-2 to the locked in Duran. 24th pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Boy, Barajas got these all Ks except for those outfield singles or triples or whatever they were last thing. Aaliyah Buttes now 3 for 4 with a whole bunch of stuff. Power against righties. This will be Barajas' Mount Everest. Hard one on the ground to Bertha Banks. That's going to be an easy out. 1 pump throw to the first. 2 down. Way to go. Gave her something to hit, but she couldn't hit it well. Kelby King 0 for 4. Good power. Good fair contact. In case Barajas wants to drop her quick. He'd like to throw 1 more inning after this if he can. Fouled back off the net. 0-1 the count. Trying to get her to hit one on the ground. They can toss sort of first. Ooh, slider misses down low. We're stuck. 1 apiece. Here's the rubber pitch. Ball back off the wall. He's got her right where he wants her right now. 1-2. He's a dropper in under 30 pitches. Here he comes. Swing to strike 3. Way to go, Barajas.
Yes, sir. So we're going into the bottom of the 8th. It is Freedom 8, Beewolves 1. Case Barajas is first at bat. Hanley Dexter is 0 for 3. Sturdy Woodman 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Precious at 83 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 3 walks and 4 hits. Case Barajas locked in and fit, hitting .333 on the season. I'm not letting him hit, right?
Oh, okay.
Do I let him hit?
Well, I thought he wanted to pitch one more inning, but I guess.
I mean, we really don't have anybody to pinch.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's not the worst hitter. He's better than liner. Look at you. See, I had confidence the whole way. Almost threw him out. It's in the right field, and he made it to first, but barely.
She was playing shallow, yeah. Hanley Dexter is tense, but Fitty's 0 for 3. Case Barajas has some speed over at first base. First pitch to Hanley Dexter is high, ball 1. That's in there for called strike, strike 1. Case Barajas, Hanley Dexter pops it up in the foul side of third base. Strike 1. He's out.
Strike 1.
Sturdy Woodman neutral and fit 1 for 3 with a single.
Got a fast runner at first base.
No, Pete.
Little looper to first. They're gonna toss him out, but he advances Barajas.
Doesn't matter. There's 2 outs. Steve Monstour neutral and fit. Power versus right-handed pitching. Steve Monstour. 2 outs. Barajas.
Yes.
There you go. There's a run. That's going to get into center field. Barajas is coming around from third, and he's going to score, making it 8-2. We got a whole new ball game, folks.
Yeah.
Don't leave them seats yet. Hammerlong ball 0 tenths, but fit 0 for 3 today.
He can make it 8 for 5. And there goes Brooklyn Precious. Here we get Dainty Maynard, the relief pitcher, A ranked. Number 20 throws it. He's got great junk, real good velocity, good accuracy. He's well rested. He's ball prone. If he's down the count, he throws a 4-finger and mixes it up with the slider and a change up the pressure up. Hammer can get us within 4. Misses inside with his first pitch. Ball 1 on the count. 2 outs. Oh, that was right in there, but he was about A early. Ball 1 apiece. There's a hard liner straight to Lopez at short. There, you're done.
Dang, damn it. Hammer. We're going into the top of the 9th. It's 8-2. Freedom 8 runs on 15 hits. Beewolves 2 runs on 6 hits. Sky Rodriguez 2 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Mercurio McClary 3 for 4 with a strikeout. Hayden Marsh 2 for 4 with a double and a strikeout. Sky Rodriguez locked in and fit 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a walk, and 2 RBIs. Case Barajas throwing his 30th pitch. He's locked in and fit. There's a shot, and that's going to get into center field for a single, and that's going all the way to the wall. It's going to be a double.
I see they get these hits, but it's always to an empty gap.
Yeah.
They never hit it to someone.
Mercurio McCleary locked in and fit 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Runner at second with no outs. Is there a slaughter rule?
Yeah.
First pitch to McCleary is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at second base with speed. There's a shot to Freddie Knox. He's going to pick it up, make the throw to first for the first out. But the runner is able to advance to third. So with 1 out and a runner at third, Hayden Marsh comes in. He's locked in and fit 2 for 4 with a double and a single. So with 1 out and a runner at third base, Hayden Marsh, the catcher, steps in. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's popped up foul, out of play. And very quickly, Hayden Marsh in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Hayden Marsh, the catcher. He's going to that's going to drop in front of Hanley Dexter. They're going to get the run, making it 9-2. And, Case Barajas tumbles. Stanley Lopez, the shortstop, 3 for 4, a triple, 2 singles. I couldn't even read the line on him.
The pitch was so far inside, it jammed him, and he won't get it.
He won't get it. Why didn't he get it? Why didn't he get it, Tom? Why?
Why start now, right?
I hit the button. Why didn't he get it? Why? Fruitwell locked in fit, 1 for 4, single on RBI. This is just the wheels have fallen off here. It's the top of the ninth. It's 9-2. There's a roller.
And he runs away from it. He's going to get the run. Oh, my goodness.
I thought I had the catcher. So I'm pushing forward for the catcher to pick the ball up, which, of course, makes Case Barajas turn around and run away from it.
Oh, boy.
This is ridiculous.
10-2.
Yeah, pause it. Okay. The Freedom are winning 10-2. There's 2 on with 1 out. Ball 1, no strikes. This is a joke. This is the worst game I think we've played in a long time. That's a bunt foul down the third baseline. The infield is at double play depth. Right trigger. That's a bunt foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Case Barajas now starting to struggle. Dainty Maynard, the pitcher, is in. He bunts that foul, so he gives us an out, which is nice.
Yeah.
So now runners at first and third with 2 outs. Becky Duran, the left fielder, 1 for 5 with a single. Barajas is really just limping in now.
Yep.
Macy York is coming in. She's tense, but this is just... Oh, how the mighty have fallen. She's got a 4.15 ERA, a 2.54 whip, 6 strikeouts. She's tense but fit. She's got less than average velocity, less than average junk and accuracy. She's almost fully rested. She's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. First pitch to Duran is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Becky Duran, the Freedom left fielder. That's going to be 2. Freddie Knox, he'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out, and what a mess. We're going into the bottom of the Freedom, 10 runs on 19 hits. Beewolves, 2 runs on 6 hits. Bertha Banks, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Freddie Knox, 2 for 3, and Eduardo Keller, 0 for 3. Danny Maynard at 3 pitches with a ERA of 1.69. Bertha Banks locked in and fit, 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. All right, so they're going to start making some defensive substitutions, and Mercurio McClary, the first baseman, will take a seat. They're going to bring in Flash Ladar. Flash Ladar hitting .236 with no errors and no home runs. He's tense but fit. He's got about average speed, but he's got good fielding and a good arm. He's also known as a utility player. They're also going to take out the third baseman, Sky Rodriguez, and they're going to bring in Emilio Adoya. Emilio Adoya has 1 error. He's hitting .257 with 1 home run. He's neutral and fit. He's got good speed and better than average fielding and a better than average arm, and he's a utility player as well. So at first base, Flash Ladar. Third base, Eddie Adoya. First pitch to Bertha Banks is low, ball 1. That's a grounder to Flash Ladar. He's going to pick it up, flip it to Dainty Maynard for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. And in steps Freddie Knox. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Frederick Knox, you having a good night? This 10-2 loss there. The breaking pitch makes back in for a strikeout, 1 the count. Second pitch is high, ball 1. Good patience. 1 apiece now. Freddie Knox. That one's right there. That's going to be an easy pop up to center field.
Freaking there. And that's all he can do is pop it up.
Wave it up. Gordon Fruitwell makes the second catch. I need 1 more to close down this just horror show.
Eduardo Keller, tense but fit. He's 0 for the day because he stinks. Allen's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. A roller to, and the pitcher missed it. And so Eddie Keller is going to get a single the cheap way. Ham Slamus, neutral and fit, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI.
Come on, Ham, hit a home run. That'd be nice. Fast runner at first base.
Nope.
It's in the gap. But oh no, second baseman Buse makes it over, makes the throw and closes it out.
Yep.
Oh, what a way to end it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
That's right there, but that doesn't go anywhere.
That was a throttling. Oh, the Beewolves never had a chance.
Nope. Lost it in the first inning.
Yeah, they just came right out, and the Philadelphia Freedom looked like the best team that's ever taken the field. They just put the throttle down, and they never let up, and the Beewolves just cried their way back into the dugout. Oh, I can't wait to forget this game. The Freedom get 4 in the first. They tack on another in the second for good measure. The Beewolves get 1, like as if they were going to do something. Then it goes quiet. Crickets till the 5th inning. Freedom get 2 more. No response by the Beewolves. They had one in the 7th. Nothing from the Beewolves. By the 8th, the Beewolves say they get one more. And then the Freedom remind them who's boss. Put 2 more on in the 9th. They get 10 runs on 19 hits. The Beewolves 2 on 7. Duran comes in, goes 1 for 6, scores a run, gets a strikeout. Buttes goes 3 for 5 with 2 runs, a home run, an RBI, and a strikeout. Kelby King goes 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. That was the disappointing link in the chain there for the Freedom. Sky Rodriguez, though, 3 for 4 with 3 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Idoia comes in late, doesn't hit. McClary goes 3 for 5 with 2 runs, gets a strikeout. Flash Lazar comes in, doesn't hit. Marsh comes in, goes 3 for 5, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 strikeout. Lopez, 4 for 5. I mean, look at all these great nights. 4 for 5 for Lopez with 3 RBIs. Fruitwell, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a strikeout. Marsh has strikeouts. So Brooklyn Precious 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Not expecting much from her anyway. Dainty Maynard subs in, goes 0 for 1.
Yeah, for the Beewolves, you got Hanley Dexteris. I mean, this is 2 games in a row now here. He has an. Sturdy Woodman was 1 for strikeout. Steve Monstour goes 1 for 3 with an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. Hammer Longbalo 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Bertha Banks goes 0 for 2, scored a run, walked twice. Freddie Knox goes 2 for 4. Eduardo Keller goes 1 for 4. Ham Slamus 1 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout. Hurley Bender goes 0 for 2. Case Barajas was 1 for 1 and scored a run. Macy York did not have an official at bat.
Pitching, Brooklyn Precious comes in, gets the win, earns it. 7.2 innings, gives up only 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Her ERA drops to a 3.57. She's now evened up. Like we said before the game, she's 2-2 on the season. Dainty Maynard comes in, throws an inning in the 3rd, gives up just 1 hit. Nothing else. His ERA drops to a 1.61. He's 0-1 on the season.
And Hurley Bender gets saddled with the loss, as he should, because he just was horrible. He pitched 6 innings, basically, because they didn't want to take him out that early.
Yeah.
6 innings. He gives up 13 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 of which came in the 1st inning. He walked 1, struck out 9. He did give up a home run. His ERA jumps up to a 5.7, and his record will even out at 1 win and 1 loss. Case Barajas came in, pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and he struck out 6. His ERA jumps up to a 4.67. His record will remain 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save. Macy York pitched a 1/3 of an inning. She didn't give up anything. Her ERA stays at a 3.86, and her record will remain no wins, 1 loss, and 3 saves. 3 stars of the game. First star, the B-ranked Stanley Lopez, the shortstop. He's 4 for 5. He had a triple, a double, 3 RBIs. If he had hit a home run and a single, he would have hit for the cycle. I've never seen anybody hit the cycle in Super Mega yet. So I'm hoping to do it. I'd rather not see it done against us.
like the triple play we just saw today.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Second star of the game. There's a theme here. It's a B-ranked 3rd baseman, number 15, Sky Rodriguez. She goes 3 for 4, gets a double, 2 RBIs, and scores 3 runs.
And then rounding out the 3 stars, the B+, Aaliyah Buttes, the shortstop. She went 3 for 5. She hit a home run. She had a double. She had an RBI. She scored 2 runs, so she did it everywhere. The gamer stats, Tommy G gets 4 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 great catch, 9 strikeouts. Pete J had 3 hits, 1 great catch, and 6 strikeouts. How do you figure that? 52% to your 48%.
You got more great catches. No, you didn't.
Oh.
You.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
I think they juxtaposed it. I think I was supposed to have 48. And they were supposed to have 52.
Well, good though.
I mean, you just look at the stats. I mean, you had a lot more stats. You had 9 strikeouts.
Well,
you had 1 more hit than me, right? I think you had 4. I had 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the ugliest game you could ever want to see. And going into Hawaii and having to play the nemesis. I think we're 2.5 games back now. We're starting to fall in the standings, and now you start talking about whether we're going to have to play for a spot. We're going to have to start. You start talking about, as we come into the second half of the season, wild card. Now we got to start talking wild card.
Yeah. Was our 4th straight loss?
Yeah, we're on a 4-game losing streak.
Well, after this game, a little bit of new news. Baca Harris, offended Waterbolts coach, was played by Gustav. Wow, Baca Harris played there for, I think, ever. He's gone now. Baca was the 35-year-old right field, left fielder, was making $7.3 million a year. Must have said something really bad. Gustav Gustafsson, I forget where he played. I want to say San Jose Moons, or the San Diego Moonstars. Anyway, he's known mostly for his power. They had a lot of power with that. That's it. That's all they had. 31-year-old left fielder, outfielder. He's gonna make $3.7 million a year to be a bullet.
Perella Avalos offended a Sandcats coach and was replaced by Eddie Foundwood. So Avalos was a 40-year-old relief pitcher, C-ranked. He was walk prone, and they're going to bring in a 31-year-old relief pitcher who's B minus. They're going to lose a little something on velocity, but they pick up some stuff in the junk and the accuracy. He's also not as good a hitter as Avalos, and he's going to be making a little bit more money. They were paying Avalos $2.4 million, and they're going to be paying Foundwood $3.1 million to finish out the season here in Phoenix.
Welcome to Phoenix, Mr. Foundwood. Buster Biggs feels stiffer than usual. So his fielding goes down 4 from 47 to 43.
That's good.
Wunderbar. Yeah, our schedule, the next game is the halfway mark. We're going to go to Hawaii. We're going to play one in Shaka Sports Turf, and then the season's halfway over. Then we're going to play a second one. So it's going to be Ortiz versus Williams, and then Japani versus Mabetz. Now, the flip side to this is, we have an opportunity to take something back here. We're 2 games back. If we win these, we beat the nemesis. That's exactly the kind of pressure we want to put on. So we got to go in there thinking we're going to win, man. We're 14-7. We'd be first place in the Uncharted, and in the Journey, and in the Seafarer, and in the Curiosity. We'd be first place everywhere but the Trade Division and the Pathfinder Division.
Yeah, but a scant four games ago, we were 14-3.
Yeah, true.
We've more than doubled our losses in the.
Well, we got the problem with those 4 games. We gave up 7 runs, 8 runs, 3 runs, 10 runs. So it's scored 2-4, 2-2. We need to turn things around. Turn things around quite a bit. Yeah, and then after that first game, we're gonna do the halfway live from the Hive. We're gonna talk about see if the Beewolves need to make any changes at the halfway mark, if they're gonna drop anyone, pick anyone up, and then even more importantly, we're gonna take a close look at the changes to the league next season. There's a lot of changes going from Super Mega 3 to Super Mega 4, so that's gonna be like drinking from the fire hose, and it's gonna be a lot to sort of wrangle. So Pete and I are gonna get together, I think this Saturday, right? And we're going to just go take a look and see what's going on, so we can report back to you guys how this is all going to tie in next season.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, thanks for watching us, Happy Hemp, or whatever you call yourself now, and you're our biggest fan. You get a couple likes every time we play. Thanks for stopping to watch us, but sorry you had to watch these last 4 beatdowns. It shows you we're not just beating a game. We're playing competitive ball here.
Well, that's what me and Tommy have always said. We want it to be competitive. We don't want to win every game to be a foregone conclusion. We want the games to have a little bit of mystery to them, and when you do that, you kind of you're open to losing this badly.
Yeah,
at that time. And that's the thing, is when it starts, when the wheels come off the tracks, it affects everything. I know I get lost in the commentary. I don't know where we're at. I don't know what's going on. So it was just this was a bad game. It was just a bad game.
Well, it'll be curious to see if not just the Beewolves. I think everybody knows that this is our last season with the Beewolves. So But it's been a curious thing. I don't know if it's been Super Mega 3 or the Beewolves, but it tends to be really streaky. You know, we go on crazy win streaks, and then we lose everything. And then, you know, it doesn't seem to be a middle ground of we win 3 or 4 and lose 1 or 2. And we'll win 10, and then we'll lose 5.
Yeah.
But
and that's, like you said, it gets very streaky, and that's the thing that really kind of just grinds my gears. It's like I was hitting fine, and now I can't hit anything.
Yeah.
Even when I have it lined up, it's just a weak pop-up or a ground ball on the in the infield. You're like, what?
Yeah.
How does it go? But again, we've talked about that too. It happens sometimes. You get streaky in baseball. You get on a hot streak and you see the ball like it's a beach ball, and sometimes you can't find it to save your life. So. But that's the part that aggravates me. Is I'm in that mode right now where it's like, even when I hit, I get a good hit, it just kind of hangs up.
Yeah.
And the outfielder can get underneath it. You're like, come on, I can't get anything going.
Well, today for me, it was pitching. We're just like, I've got this feeling I cannot get a ball past these guys. The only way to get a ball past them is to throw it out of the strike zone, and they won't swing.
And then you wind up walking.
They're going to hit it somehow. And I'm trying to get them to hit it not good, but every single time they put it just right between two players, into a gap, out against the wall. It's like, it's like they're trying to place it.
Right.
And go to this Hurley Bender. He's one of the best in the game, but anyway. Okay, well, it's just, thank you for letting us whine now. Let's close this off. This is pathetic. Anyway, all right, we will see you on the road in Hawaii. Bring your golf clubs. We'll talk Super Mega 4. Hopefully we can get 2 back from Nemesis. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And it's Pete J, and we're saying, get out of here.